Hey everybody, Kurt Evans reached out to me, one of my YouTube fans I guess, asking me some questions about this truck, and shoot, it's been like 6 years since I've posted any videos about it or anything. So here's your update video. I ain't cleaned it up or done anything for this video, so it might be kind of despicable, but anyway, maybe it'll give some of you guys some inspiration to finish your trucks or swayed you away from doing it in the first place. I'll just kind of run through some of the updates on it, things I want to do to it. I want to put some new tires on it. I need to get some all-terrains this time. I had these Achilles Desert Hawk tires and they just plain suck. They got maybe 8,000 miles on them, and no, it's not all burnouts. They just they're incredibly soft, and they just wore out way too fast on this heavy of a truck. So kind of got mismatched tires going on. There's a BFG. There's an Ironman. In fact, one of these Achilles Desert Hawks, the sidewall completely fell apart on one of them going down the highway about 70 miles an hour, and I was running the truck and it just kind of tipped to one side, and I pulled over and looked and my sidewall was just completely shredded. It was weird. Anyway, had an emblem fall off. Some of my paint wasn't the best, but did get the windows tinted. Everything in here is pretty much the same. My sticker collection's really taken off. Gotta have a good sticker collection. The factory headliner sucked. So anyway, I had a brilliant idea. I took, and every sticker I got, I stuck it onto that Dynamat stuff, and anyway, just cut it out, so that helped deaden all the noise pretty much for the from the roof. It was actually kind of a slick idea. Put new stereo in it the other day. Let's see, I did put new speakers in the back and these speaker boxes, and I can't get the seat up, but got a I don't know, new sub with a ported box in there. It's just like some used deal I got on Facebook or something. Chuck's been sitting for a while, so you can kind of see a cold start here. It is about 50 degrees out. That gauge quit working. Don't know why. Still got the old manual shut off thingy. Working good. No reason to replace it. I think I put a new trailer brake controller. My old one started on fire, melted all the wires, so I had to do a new one of those. Had to do new batteries. Fun fact, Napa Legend. They're made by Deca. They're the new best battery out there. I used to only buy Interstates, especially the Interstate MTP. Well, don't waste your money. I will go out on a limb and say Interstate batteries are complete garbage. I've got facts to back it up. I got receipts. Put brand new Interstates in that trailer. Didn't last a year. I got solar and everything. Freaking garbage. Had Interstates in this truck for probably 4 years or 5 years. I had brand new Interstates when I made that video, and the truck always kind of just started slow. Took a couple cranks. Always thought I had weak starter or whatever. I ended up replacing the starter with a BD electric or something like that. BD power starter, upgraded it, did a heavy duty. Well, I think I did that before. These 2-aught gauge cables, you know, in the truck, and it'd start. But ever since I did these Napa batteries, sucker, boom, starts with the flick of a key. So stop wasting your money on interstate batteries. They're garbage. I'm done with them. No more interstates. Only Napa Legends from now on. What else did I do? I turned my Edelbrock air filter from an Audi to an Innie the other day. Sucked half of it into here. Luckily I caught it. I wrapped my turbo with that stuff, and that helped a lot with cab heat and stuff. I smoked my AC compressor. I still actually need to charge it. I need to flush the system, replace the compressor, but I never did flush the lines. So when I went to refill it, it just plugged up that little orifice guy that sits right there. So anyway, need to flush my lines so I have AC again. But other than that, just oil changes. I've run the sucker hard. No forgiveness, man. I take it camping, pull my horses, horse trailer. She'll pull pretty much any canyon around here, which I'm surrounded by mountains. Every mountain around me is over 10,000 feet. All highways. And I can run up and go in 65. The steepest grade's Oak Creek. If I'm brave, hold it in 4th gear, just go for it and keep my EGTs down. My water gets pretty hot, but the hill's only about 2 miles long by the time I top it out. Have enough RPMs to, it'll cool it down. Ooh, another thing I figured out. I did those high steer arms, the springless caps, and anyway, I always had a little bit of shimmy and death wobble. Replaced them with brass bushings. Cured the death wobble, but the steering was so tight I couldn't turn. Turns out the brass bushings were a little bit too tall, so I machined them down with a belt sander. Sanded them down, made them I think 60 thousandths shorter. So that way you can tension it with the nut and the tension on top of the kingpin and get it set properly. Ever since I did that, it drives a lot better. Anyway, gal, I've used it. Definitely had it in 4-wheel drive, getting wood a few times, pulling in the snow and stuff, off-roading, cruising the highway. It was my daily driver for a couple months while me and my wife were buying new vehicles. The Toolbox. I don't know if I have this in the old video. So I got the transfer pump, which is super handy for filling up tractors and stuff. Fill up my diesel heater in the shop. In here I've got air compressor for onboard air. I have a train horn, or I guess that's a fire truck horn. Power inverter, that's the ready line. Anyway, just kind of keep some junk in here, like everybody should. Extra tall high lift jack. Well, that's been good. I was running that offset ball because I had a trailer with a big gooseneck hook that rubbed. Let's see, what else? Shoot, yeah, overall, Cummins swap's been good though. Just been chasing a few gremlins here and there, but man, I mean, I've literally used it as my daily driver. Been running on the highway, towing horses, going camping, doing all the things. The one thing about the Cummins is you can run them hard, put them away wet, run them cold. They don't really care about anything as far as the motor goes. It seems like it's always just fixing everything else on the truck to keep up with the motor. That's kind of what they say about those. If just kind of religiously watch your EGTs, and everything else is good to go. Anyways, maybe you guys will have some inspiration. Truck still gets, you know, this thing's got the aerodynamics of a brick. It weighs 8,000 pounds. It's 40 whatever years old. Recycled it out of 2 different trucks. Still going. Gets 20 miles a gallon. That truck gets like 14 miles a gallon. So you tell me what's more economical? Better for the environment. Recycle, recycle, recycle. Be ecologically conscious and drive badass coal rolling square bodies. That's all I can say. Alright. See you guys.